Ball. We are just about ready to go as the ball is tossed up. Howard wins it down with the left hand. Yogi there for the Bears, but it's retrieved by Will Mitchell, and he sends it out wide for Greensborough. Ball is in dispute. Ham there. Can't gain clear possession. He is followed closely by Boyd. Boyd does pick it up now for the Bears. Velasaris can't gain it cleanly, and Greensborough come away with it. Howard to Tom Mitchell to brother Will. He sends the ball high into the Greensborough sky towards the top of the 50. Bears players do get there first. Ball's in dispute. Andrew Narco there for Greensborough. Good tackle laid, though, by Sam Sherd, and we'll toss it up.
Yeah, good tackle. And Oliver Poole for Banyule was very close to Tom Mitchell at the centre bounce, and again now.
Tom Mitchell wins it once again, hands off to brother Will once more. I think I'm going to say a lot of that today, Doug.
Yeah, that's right. And in fact, it's funny because Oliver Poole was right on Tom Mitchell when the ball was bounced, but by the time it came down, somehow Tom Mitchell had got a couple of steps of clear way from him.
That is what Brownlow Medal experience can do for you. Sherd can't get away with it cleanly. Glenn handles over to Andrew Narco, and they're moving it now, Greensborough. Ball is held up, though, in the middle of War Memorial Park. Good tackle on James McCubbin, and the umpire has waved, holding the ball. Free kick going the way of the Bears.
Yeah, and they'll be going forward, looking to get an early score here.
Good tackle by Luke Robertson, and he sends it inside the forward 50 for Banyule. Underneath it is Daniel Owen. Tries to get away from the tackle, sends a handball forward. Snap at goal is up, and it is across the face for Banyule, one behind.
Well, there you go. I mean, they look good in that forward thrust there. Just the snap at goal. He wasn't all that far out, but he was under heavy pressure, so you wouldn't blame him for missing that one.
One behind to no score. Greensborough set to bring it back in. They send it along this broadcast side. Underneath it is Fitzgerald. Can't take the mark, though. Bottom of the pack for Greensborough. They send it along the broadcast swing. Ball does stay in play now. Banyule players do retreat, though. It's with Jackson Riley. His ball out wide is a good one. Asking a lot of Ethan Boyd, but he gets there first. Tries to sidestep one, but it was good pressure from Ben Ham. Boyd gets the kick away. Looking for Jones. Good body contact there. And Greensborough do win possession now. Will Mitchell sweeping handball out wide. They pump it inside the forward 50 once more. Garrard's got it.
That was a very good kick into Garrard, who would be about kicking from 30 metres out on a slight angle. The local fans will be hoping he slots this one right through the middle.
And it looks like the umpire has paid a 50-metre penalty as Raiden Garrard bolsts towards the goal square. It is. So he'll pop through the Boroughs first of the day. The locals will love that as he just dribbles it through now.
With nobody on the mark, just to make it that little bit easier. And I have absolutely no idea what the 50 was for, unfortunately.
Didn't see that one. Brody Glenn getting into some Banyule players inside that Greensborough forward 50. That is a gift. And definitely not something that Banyule would have wanted to give away, Doug.
No, that's right. I mean, I know it's like a 99.99% chance, but you really should have someone on the line there just in case he basically dribbled that one through on the ground. So you just want to do that. Good start for Greensborough. They'll be happy with that.
Exactly. Cannot complain as the ball is tossed up once again. Howard with the right hand. Will Mitchell underneath it, as is Tom. Good tackle from Ryan Commandeur. And we'll ball it up once again. Can the Banyule mids fight the contest of the two Mitchells? Big slap forward from Howard, but the free kick is going the way of Banyule. Banyule ruck Tim Martin, recipient.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. They have gone forward, so they've just got to make use of their forward 50 entries and hopefully find someone in the clear.
Yogi sent it towards the forward 50, but Langford slipped over. There's a good tackle, and we'll toss it up again. Crucial moment for Jack Langford.
Yeah, I was just wondering, there was a Banyule player in front there, and he went to ground. I didn't know whether he got pushed or he just tripped, but his Greensborough opponent was given the benefit of the doubt there.
Tom to Will Mitchell. They send it forward now. Marty Fitzgerald has it. He's just on the far wing, just behind centre. Ball goes back inside. It was a poor kick, though. It's cut off. Banyule do pump it inside forward 50 by James Carew to the top of the goal square. It's cut off, though. It's a good mark from the Greensborough defence. Bolton. He goes out wide. And now it's with Davies. He continues it on. Ball is good to Zach McCubbin. Doesn't take the mark, though. And good pressure eventually by Liam Sire. Sees it over the boundary line.
Yeah, and that last kick into the deep forward by Banyule really didn't favour the forward at all. I think you just need to make sure you have a look when you kick it. And if there's nobody there, you can perhaps just kick it about 30 metres in front of yourself and make it a foot race.
Ball's tossed back into play once again. Martin gets to the front of the pack. He tries to gain possession but doesn't. Will Mitchell underneath as his commandeur. The umpire says high contact, though. Looks like it is going the way of Will Mitchell.
Yeah, Martin followed up from his ruck work, was very enthusiastic, but unfortunately the Greensborough player, the ball was truly gone when he fell into his back.
Handballs to brother Tom, who lofts a high ball inside the forward 50. Garron couldn't mark. Brody Glenn with the right foot snap towards goal is to the near side.
Yeah, under pressure and a difficult snap, but he's a clever player, Brody Glenn. I wouldn't surprise me if he kicked a few of those through the course of the afternoon.
Banyule set to kick it back in. 1-1-7 plays one behind as we are 5 minutes into this game here at War Memorial Park. It's with Josh Collins. He sends a ball wide to the far wing. Standing underneath it was Tom Mitchell. He took a good mark. Little left foot chipping ball over the top. Looking for Glenn. Couldn't take the mark. Ham it was. Will Mitchell there and Tom. Tom handballs back inside to brother Will. He tries to get past one tackle. He's dumped and the umpire's paid holding the ball.
It was a pretty good tackle. He basically ended up almost horizontal during the tackle there. So well done by the Banyule player there.
That was a nice tackle from Kai Yoji. His kick is poor though.
Yeah, that's right. And fortunately for him, it just went out. It could have easily been turned over. It was only about like a 10-metre kick, but it went out of play.
On the far wing, just forward to centre for Greensborough. Ball is tossed back into play. Martin and Howard do battle. Martin pushes out his opponent and wins the ball, but his kick was poor. Andronako there for the Borough, as is Mitchell. He sends the ball forward. Good retreat though. Sam Shirt under it. Brody Glenn goes to ground and wins the high free kick. He did that well, did Brody Glenn. Umpires told him to play on though. And he sends a ball to the pocket, but it is poor, and Justin Curry sees it over the boundary line.
Yeah, Brody Glenn was a bit over-eager there. He got the free kick. He didn't go back far enough on his mark. And then when he went to play on, he kicked to the pocket and there was no one there for him, unfortunately, for the Greensborough fans.
We toss it back in once again. No real winner out of the ruck. Ball's in dispute. There's a good tackle there from Tom Mitchell on Bolton, and we'll go again.
Yeah, and if it's going to be in tight in the pack, Tom Mitchell and his brother will be sort of players that can get the ball out of those situations well.
Ball is pumped forward by Velasaris for Banyule, but a good intercept mark. Standing under it for Greensborough was Howard. He handballs it off. Ball towards a forward 50. Raiden Garrard can't mark. Underneath it, Will Mitchell dives on the ball. Good pressure there from Pantalone. And we'll toss it up just on the paint of the 50 for Greensborough.
Yeah, and I reckon when Tom Mitchell was injured in the AFL, his brother Will could have actually deputised for him, and none of us would have known. They look so similar.
Exactly right, as Tom does lay another tackle there on Bailey Nielsen. Doing a lot early are the Mitchell brothers. Ball's tossed back up. Howard with the right hand slaps forward for Greensborough. Nielsen there. Will Mitchell though. They get the ball forward. Do Greensborough. Good retreat though from Sam Shirt. Does he gain possession? He does now. Rides off one tackle and handballs the ball forward. It's cut off though. Andronako, Mitchell, Greensborough chipping the ball forward. And it's with Ben Ham. It was well done by Greensborough. They applied that forward 50 pressure and found a good hit-up target.
Yeah, and not only that, under the pressure from Banyule, they managed to find a guy clear. Even though it's a difficult shot, it'd be maybe 35 out and fairly close to the boundary. So we'll see how he goes on this kick.
Well described. This is a very difficult kick. But he will be helped home with the Greensborough faithful. Ben Ham, his kick is up. Goal umpire stands under it, but it is just to the near side.
Yeah, and the lack of noise from the crowd indicated that it wasn't going through there, but no disgrace there. That was a very difficult shot.
1-2-8 plays one behind. We're about 8 minutes gone in this first term. Jasper Collins brings it back in for Banyule and pumps it out towards that far wing. Standing underneath it though, it's a good intercept mark by Davies for the Borough. Where does he go from here? He looks inboard, no real options to his favour as of yet. Pops one towards the pocket. Underneath it is a good mark taken by Zach McCubbin. He moves it on quickly though. Looking for Howard, lumbering across. Can't take the mark though. Good defensive work there by Banyule. Ball is held up. Andronako with the handball. Jackson Riley underneath it there for the Bears. And we'll toss it up again. You could see Nathan Howard coming over.
Great defensive effort there by Jackson Riley. It looked like it was definitely going to be a Greensborough mark, but he managed to get a spoil in late.
Hassler for the Borough. Sends a ball to the top of the square. Good defensive work, but it's a free kick against. It's going the way of Will Mitchell, who was unfortunate by Perugini just to interfere that marking contest.
Yeah, now this is one of the easier shots of the day. Just like be 30 metres out directly in front. You'd be expecting him to be able to have no trouble with this.
Will Mitchell, about 30 out directly in front. to really dominate this good start for Greensborough. His kick is up, and it is there. Will Mitchell kicks his first of the day. It's Greensborough's second. They've got a 13-point lead early.
Yeah, they're doing well. They're getting the ball inside forward 50. The pressure from both teams has been pretty good. And so with Banyule, they haven't been able to get a nice, easy shot at goal. Whereas Greensborough, just at times, not always, but with their, maybe they've probably had about like 7 or 8 forward 50 entries. A couple of them that they've been able to spot up a target and have a go with a set shot. That's yielded them the 2 goals. Banyule need to find something here, make sure that Greensborough don't get too far ahead.
I think it's fair to say that the midfield battle is being won by Greensborough at the moment. Ball's tossed back up again. No real winner out of the ruck. Howard tries to tap it on forward, but it's with Banyule mids. Yogi taps it forward, but it finds the hands of Mitchell. Yogi once again. The ball is in dispute, but now Velasaris has it, and he sends it inside the forward 50 for the Bears. Can they do something with this? Underneath it is Pantalone, but no real winner out. Good attack at the contest by Josh Bolton for the Borough, and we'll toss it up just inside or about at the forward 50 for the Bears. We go up again. Howard with the left hand wins it out that time. Ball was ricocheted around. Howard tries to tap it forward once more. And it is with Banyule hands, but it's a good tackle instantly.
It is a pretty high-pressure game. Looks like both teams are very keen for tackling and not letting players get loose.
Tossed up once more. Howard tries to belt it forward for Greensborough. Underneath it, Canino couldn't gain possession for Banyule. There's bodies everywhere at the moment, but Greensborough get it forward through Will Mitchell. They're moving it by hand now along that far wing. It's with Brody Glenn. He streams forward. And Daniel Chenko can't take the mark. Probably dropped what he should have taken. Picked up by Jackson Riley for the Bears to retreat now. They move the handball out wide. It's with Sire. His ball down the far wing. Contest, and the ball has gone to ground. It's picked up now for the Bears, and they can get the ball forward once more. Owen, handball out wide. They move it inside the forward 50 now, but it's cut off by Jackson Davies. He's had a few intercept marks early.
Well, and that was a beautiful kick into the forward 50 by Brody Glenn. It was an absolute gift. But anyway, look, they might get more opportunities in soon because they're going forward again.
Greensborough have switched it now. Tom Mitchell, his handball over the top is good. Now it is in the hands of Daniel Chenko. Logan, where does he go from here? He pops it inside the forward 50 to Garrard. They moved it so well, Greensborough, with that switch.
Well, that's right. They missed a golden opportunity a few minutes ago. Now they've got another chance. This will be 45 degrees out, maybe on a 30 or 40 degree angle. He's already kicked one. He'll be feeling confident he can kick another here.
Rayden Garrard, big key forward for the Borough today. He had that easy one from the courtesy of that 50-metre penalty. This one's a bit tougher, though. But just to keep on with that momentum for the Borough, it'll be an important shot at goal. Rayden Garrard comes in. His kick is up. Goal umpire moves a bit to his right, but Garrard's put it through. Third goal for the Borough. They lead by 19 points, 3-2, 20-1 behind.
And the difference between the two teams at the moment is that Greensborough are moving the ball better from mid through to a half forward into the forward 50. They're getting some good looks. Banyule haven't had as much of the play, but everything's under pressure down there. Banyule will need to tighten up. They also need to be able to find some good looks into forward 50. Otherwise, they're going to look at the decent quarter-time deficit the way they're going.
Entry into the forward 50 has not been up to standard for the Bears today as the ball was tossed up once again. Howard went up early but couldn't gain a tap. Martin there for the Bears, and we'll toss it up once more.
Yeah, and we've got Benjamin Fisher, looks to be the one keeping an eye on John Luke Valasaris in the centre square there.
Mitchell, Tom, that is, with the high ball towards a forward 50. Big pack of players. No one really wins out, though. It's with the Banyule defence now. Ball towards Pantalone. Matthew, that is. His kick forward will be cut off, though. Comped. His ball inside the forward 50 for Greensborough. It doesn't work out too well for Zach McCubbin. He had to go down and get it. Rode the tackle from Liam Sire. The umpire will toss it up.
Yeah, and McCubbin there ducked his head and did cop a very gentle high tap, but he basically brought it upon himself, so didn't deserve the free there.
Ball's tossed up once more. Tom Mitchell underneath it. Good pressure provided by Kilcullen. The umpire's paid a push in the back. He probably dove and got a bit too excited, did Logan Kilcullen. Free kick going the way of the Brownlow medalist, Tom Mitchell.
Yeah, he'd be kicking from right on 50, which might be just on his range or maybe just beyond his range, but we'll have a look.
Tom Mitchell to put through Greensborough's fourth of the day early in this match. To just coming towards about halfway through this first quarter. Mitchell sends a left foot ball forward. It's just across the face.
And he made a Lorimer. He made the distance easily. And he went back to have a set shot like he had no intention of passing it, but just slightly errant kick.
Went out to his left to gain a bit more distance, but it didn't work out for him. Jasper Collins pumps the ball out towards the far wing for Banyule. Bodies everywhere, but it's picked up by Greensborough hands. Tom Mitchell again sends the ball inside the forward 50 once more. Standing under it for the Bears. Collins does well. Handballs off to Liam Sire. He steps through one tackle and sends the ball forward. Looking for Owen, but the ball's cut off once more by Daniels.
Yeah, and Banyule have got to make sure that they find targets when they're going through the middle of the ground. They've been turning the ball over a little bit too easily.
Davies switches the ball. Hart, he switches once more. They've got it now on the far wing. Do Greensborough. Just on the centre line, adjacent probably. They pump the ball forward once more. Big pack of players. Howard underneath it. Getting up high was Harrison Andronako. Couldn't take the mark though. Greensborough do move it forward. Liam Sire underneath it. Couldn't pick it up on the half volley, but it's retrieved now by K-Roos. Back to Sire. Valasaris, his kick is cut off by Compt. They move it back inside, but it's cut off once more by Sire. Underneath it, Compt finds it again. His ball, central, is cut off by Matthew Pantalone.
Yeah, and Andronako had a big fly for the ball, and he missed the mark, but then he was the first person to grab it when it hit the ground, so that was a great effort to follow up after that attempted mark.
Hart does well for Greensborough to keep it in. It's with Howard now. The big ruckman had to lumber down and get it. They've got possession once more. They go wide. Ball is central now. There is being good pressure provided by the Banyule mids, but Tom retrieves well. They move it out wide now. It's with Compt once more. He sends it inside the forward 50 for Greensborough. Underneath it was Glenn. Couldn't do anything about it though. And it is in the hands of Collins. And it will be balled up about 30 out from the Greensborough goal once more.
Yeah, and Tom Mitchell will be having the best of the game, so he'd be the best player on the ground at this moment, getting plenty of it.
Langford with the left hand taps it down. Underneath of the Greensborough. Good tackle provided by Yoji. Ham under there as well for the Borough. We'll toss it up once more.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of tackles, a lot of pressure. It's a very high-pressure game. It's just that Greens were the one that would be able to get the ball out into open space more than Banyule.
We toss it up once more. The ball is wrapped up instantly. Bodies everywhere, and we'll ball it up again. 20-point lead to the Borough early stages. 3-3-21 plays one behind. About 20 minutes into this first quarter. We go again. Underneath it is Hassler for the Borough. Bodies everywhere once again.
Yeah, and Benjamin Fisher given the job on Bellasaris. There's constant niggling there between those two. Bellasaris hasn't seen a lot of the ball now. The Banyule fans would like to get him into the game a bit more.
Langford tries to fist the ball forward, but it finds Jackson Hassler. Now Andrew Narco, his ball over the top, looking for Glenn. Dives and takes the mark. It's a good diving effort from Brody Glenn.
Well, that was like a slips catch. You'd be wondering, is it going to go down to the fence for 4, or is the batsman going to be out? He took the mark, but he's 30 out or a bit more, and he handballed it off because it was very, very wide.
Kick is up, and it is to the right-hand side.
Yeah, good unselfish play by Brody Glenn. His teammate just wasn't able to capitalise on the effort, on the chance there, unfortunately.
21-point lead for the Borough as we click on in this first quarter. Collins to bring it back in once more for the Bears. He's chipping ball short to Ollie Poole. Little hit-up lead from Perugini, not used. Ollie Poole sends the ball right in front of us here on this broadcast side. Good lead up from Langford. Couldn't take the mark, though. Pressure provided by Compt. But Langford with a nice tackle and will toss it up. About 2 kicks from home for the Borough, just behind the paint of 50. Langford and Howard to do battle in the ruck. It falls to Langford's hand. He puts a left foot ball forward. And it couldn't be kept in by Kilcullen. We'll toss it back in.
Yeah, and he looked like he might have been able to, if he was really clean with his grab there, he might have been able to zip off and get into space, but unfortunately he wasn't able to.
Ball's about to be tossed back in. Martin and Langford. Martin with the right hand. Howard it was, gets the tap forward. Velasaris, his mungling ball forward, doesn't really work out for Banyule. It's picked up, and it is a good tackle from Brody Glenn applied, but the umpire has paid a holding the man free kick to Ethan Boyd. Probably deserved. Glenn was holding on for a bit too long there. Yeah,
that's Ethan Boyd with the long sleeves. And he's basically 40 metres out from the Greensborough goal. So Banyule need to just find their way to pick their way through the middle of the field. And that's an example as it went out there, and it didn't find a teammate. That they're not finding their men down the field. They're not just finding men in space, which they need to do fairly soon.
Probably looking for the quarter time siren. Will Banyule be? As we just chuck on your time on here in this first quarter. Langford underneath it for the Bears. It finds Fitzgerald though, and good tackle by Glenn. They move it now. Andrew Narco tried to ride one tackle but didn't. He was dumped. The umpire says ball up once more. Just on this far wing here at War Memorial Park. The sun is shining down. Chilly day here in Melbourne's northeast. We'll toss it up once more. Good tap over the back from Langford. Couldn't find Velasaris though. Tom Mitchell tries to keep it in, but the boundary line wins out that time.
Yeah, that's right. We've probably just hit the 20-minute mark. Banyule would be desperate to get a goal. If they can go in, say, 2 goals down at quarter time, they'd still feel like they're well in the game.
Ball's tossed back in. Howard tries to win it over the back. Langford has it this time. His handball forward to space. It finds Velasaris, and they do move it now, the Bears. His kick over the top of Luke Pantaloni's head, and Davies retrieves for the Borough. Eastwood. He sends a ball out wide. Looking for a teammate. It is retrieved. Compt has it now. He goes back inside. McCubbin, James that is, can't gain clean possession. Banyule providing good heat now. Underneath it is Sire. He swings a handball out to Poole. Velasaris, they move it inside their forward 50 once more. Luke Pantalone is there, as are the Greensborough defence. Davies is there. He picks up and he's tackled by Max Jones and will toss it up. Here's a good chance for Banyule.
Yeah, that's right. And a minute or so ago, Velasaris had a kick into the forward 50, just went over his teammate's head. They've just got to nail those passes.
Mitchell handball inside to Compt. Velasaris is there. We'll toss it up once more.
Yeah, and inside the forward 50 here, Banyule's fans will be really hoping they can nail a goal out of this forward thrust.
Howard with the right hand. He finds Mitchell, sidesteps one. Did really well. His handball to Compt is good. And now they can move it by foot along this broadcast side. Tried to find Garrard, but it just went over his head. And it's out of bounds on centre wing.
Yeah, Garrard, the dual goal kicker, a long way down the field, almost at the wing there, trying to get that ball.
Going to be tossed back in here on centre wing. 22 gone, first term. Greensborough with that 21-point lead, 3-4-22 to just the one behind, which was the first score of the day for the Bears. Ball's tossed back in. Howard with the left hand. Tom Mitchell there, but the ball's gone underneath him. Good tackle, though, on Matthew Pantalone by Mitchell. His ball does get out. Poole was held without it by Fitzgerald. Umpires wave play on, though. Poole underneath it again with Will Mitchell, and we'll ball it up once more.
Yeah, Poole a little bit unlucky not to get the free there.
Umpire tosses it up as we've had a lot of stoppage football in this last 10 minutes or so. Martin taps it forward for Banyule. No real winner out. Matthew Pantalone has it there, but he's wrapped up once more by Tom Mitchell. They're having a good duel at the moment. We'll toss it up again. 23 gone, first term here at War Memorial Park. Ball is up. Howard tries to gain it out of the ruck, but couldn't. Velasaris ran the ball without it. And now it finds Greensborough hands. High ball towards a forward 50. Garrard underneath it. Couldn't take the mark, though. Good retreat. And now Banyule run away with it. Good ball over the top. And it is towards Matthew Pantalone. And he does win the free kick.
Yeah, there's a big push in the back from his teammate, his opponent.
Pantalone has it. His ball, looking for Max Jones. He gets it on the half volley. Turns around and sends the handball forward. Good pick up by Curry, and he sends a left football forward. Is good to kill Cullen. He moves it on quickly. Velasaris chipping ball inside the forward 50, and finally they found a hit up inside forward 50. It's with Luke Pantalone.
Yeah.
And he'll have a shot for goal.
Yeah, it'll be 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. This is the first set shot I believe they've had. So, like the Banyule fans have been desperate for them to have that, spot up a target inside 50. Here's their chance, and if they kick this, they'll only be a couple of goals down late in the quarter.
This is a huge booster for Banyule if it could go through. Pantalone's kick is up, but it is across the face to the right. Ball does stay in. Lunging effort, but the umpire has signalled for out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, well, pity for the Banyule fans, but at least they found a target inside forward 50. They can do that again and again. They might be able to hit the scoreboard and kick the goals eventually.
They send it into the centre of War Memorial Park. Underneath it for Greensborough is Ham. He can't gain anything out of it. The umpire will toss it up.
And just as a statistical thing of interest, that the Pantalone brothers are numbers 60 and 61.
Free kick going the way of the Bears for holding the ball. Kilcullen sends it inside the forward 50. Langford streaming out on the lead but couldn't get to him. Good pick up from Compt. They try to move it forward now, Greensborough, but it's cut off. It's picked up by Ganino. He sends a high ball out towards the forward 50, but no mark taken there. It just bounced off Luke Pantalone's chest. We'll toss it back in once more.
That's right. And Banyule aren't quite making the most of their opportunities as the quarter time siren rings.
Quarter time here at War Memorial Park in Greensborough. 3-4-22 plays Banyule, one behind, I should say.